Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Look here. This is a special show. This is Down with Boring at
Halloween.
Night of the Living Dork here at Colours Hoxton.
Of all of the times.
Yes, that is official. There's not anything less spookier.
More spooky.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Well, no, it's not the least. I hate you.
If you ask like Frankenstein what a spooky time is,
We're
that's his
going to
normal
have some
life.
bands on.
Yes,
in a
we
minute.
are. Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
And also at the show.
Yes.
You've missed the show.
You have
It
missed the show.
happened. It
If
was
you
good.
go online, you can read about the show and you can see the show.
You wrote a review of the show.
I'm going to write some words, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at the moment, I haven't.
Definitely not.
Because this is before the show has happened, famously. That's
Right,
how chronological order
after
works.
the show.
It's definitely not after the show. in the
We're
karaoke
going
room.
to have King No One on.
Yes.
We're going to have Black Honey on.
Yes.
One of Black Honey's going to drop one of the recorders on the floor.
That's
and ruin
exactly
everything.
what happens,
Maybe. I'm psychic. It's Halloween.
If you ever wanted to know, like, would you want to shag a vampire? This is your show.
I think that the universal answer to that is like yes. That's the whole point of vampires.
Well, just shag
Sully from Monsters Inc. Not so much.
Not so much, yeah. I don't think the purpose of creating Sully was, tell you what, bet he's good in
This is
the
peak
sheets.
performance.
Yeah.
All this and more to come.
Yes.
And then I believe we'll be back on schedule next week for a proper show
Yeah.
from Iceland.
We will be. Yeah.
The country, not the supermarket.
Well, let's see how the flight goes. I mean, maybe.
That's true.
On the aisle. To get us in the mood for Halloween, Jake, what sort of song should we listen to? Here it is.
Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash. And it's a graveyard smash. It's caught on in a flash. It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool, Drax a part of the band. And my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you.
Here we are. We're at Colours. We're at the Night of the Living Dork, as the
Hate
name
the
goes. Not a fan of that name?
Hate the name.
Well, that's great. Well, that's good. But don't worry, everyone, because we're here with the one and only King No One.
Lovely.
Guys,
Hello.
just off stage, how are we feeling? How are you doing? How is post-gig momentum?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I literally floated off stage in the cape that I am here wearing.
I did see that. You were several inches above the ground.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's been working on it all year.
It really is the night of the living dork, and I am the dork.
Right here, right now.
Oh, yeah, I am
It's
the
happening.
There's a smell of pumpkins in the air.
Yes.
That's what they say.
Yes.
One of those
Yeah.
awesome smells.
Yeah, yeah.
Freshly
Oh,
mown
yeah.
pumpkins.
Yeah.
That is Halloween, isn't it?
That'll be the pumpkins right next to stage, which are burning as we speak.
They are.
So
Oh, yeah.
someone
it's
should probably
awful.
go and
It's
check
awful.
on that.
Awful.
What
to
is
see.
RK, and why should we do RK?
Right, no, okay. You've looked at one of right.
Nice, I
Okay,
got
yeah.
that.
You've looked at one of the pumpkins that says RK.
I looked at
Great.
both. Who carved the pumpkins?
It was neither me or you, Jake.
Is that
And
R. Kelly?
well, I hope not.
I'm pretty sure that guy's cancelled.
I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be
Has he
shouting
been
out
like
here.
that?
You were implying he carved the pumpkins like some kind of prison labour.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Getting so much to go.
Can I just say, I really enjoyed that just before we did this, you were like, oh, I always say the wrong thing when I'm stressed. Is that R. Kelly?
Straight in R. Kelly.
Is that cancelled guy?
Yeah. That's a really, really good start. But like,
Yeah. Loving it,
but yeah,
guys.
how was the show in general? How was it? Obviously
Great
playing, obviously packed room. Like,
Yes.
I guess how was it? Yeah, I guess how was it in general?
Yeah, great fun. Just, one of those where it's a bit of a flash in the pan. You
Just like in, and then next thing you know,
on, and then
it's
you're
gone.
off, and yeah, it was great. And there was a couple of horns in the crowd.
Ooh.
Devil horns.
Ooh.
Not like
Uh,
Vuvuzelas.
None of those. No, it's not
Shout out
Brazil
the
25.
Vuvuzela.
God, there was
Yeah.
no Vuvuzela.
I would have loved that.
Straight in there.
Missed
Enjoyed
those,
that too.
yeah.
You
But,
think you would have loved it on the first toot, but I think by like multiple toots, you'd be like, okay.
Well, that was how we all felt.
Yeah.
When they came, oh, that's neat. And then,
Oh,
like,
cool.
30 minutes in, like, I've never hated anything more.
Yeah, can you stop doing that now, please?
You don't need that. You don't need that. On a
Yeah.
side note, best heckle you've had at a gig? If obviously we're thinking on the Vuvuzelas for the heckle.
Do you know what? I've had the. Yeah, you're asking the right person with the wrong mind. Because I've had some absolutely fantastic one, but
Yeah.
the ADHD means is I laugh about it for 2
then
days
it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, literally deleted.
You're like, let me
you know.
get rid of this
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Got any words
But
for the
yeah,
podcast,
I've
Dan?
had some fantastic ones. I mean, when I brandish, high heels and women's clothes,
Yes.
it does. You get some pretty good ones.
You get a few
But
lines.
actually, the best ones are always headline shows, and someone just says the funniest thing, and you work with
You
it.
reckon they
and then-
prepped it for months?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just want to say, Dan, Black Honey's manager, just came in, looked around for ages, then deodorized himself and left.
It's a hot room. It's a hot room in there.
What's
going on?
Can you attest to
I was
that?
like, oh, is he looking for something they need on stage? Or that?
No,
just
no,
little-
no,
little
no,
bit
no.
of
Just
deodorant.
deodorant.
Yeah. It's a hot room in there.
Yeah,
How did
yeah.
you find that immediately hit by the heat?
Well, the makeup is running.
I thought that was part of the night of the Living Dork.
The look, if you will. Yeah.
It's never been a problem for me. I don't sweat, me and Prince
Don't
Andrew
sweat.
and
Don't sweat.
Wow, 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Who else can we name this?
The Rogues Gallery expands.
Yeah.
Never sweat. This is an incredible thing. Well played to you.
Yeah.
Good on you. Like,
Yeah,
it means
yeah.
you can take on any moment.
Yeah,
I say.
always saying the right things.
Yeah. Are you Halloween people in general? Like, are you
Absolutely.
big fans of Halloween?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean,
Yeah?
to be fair, the dress up never really goes further than the eyeshadow. Personally, I'm not one for.
You're saying that you are wearing a ripped suit.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through your outfit?
He's a liar.
So we recently shot a video for our latest single. This is not a plug by any means, but you went there, so I'll follow it up.
Go, yes.
So yeah, we recently shot a video for our new single, and
What's the name of the single?
the single is called Dead Hotel.
Yes, and it's out now on all
it is out
streaming
now
platforms.
On all platforms.
It is,
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
And Jamie, what had you written it as?
Jesus
He
Christ.
wrote the Bad
I
Hotel.
said it was Bad Hotel.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we swear on these podcasts?
Oh, you certainly.
please.
Yeah.
Asshole. But yeah, going to the Halloween thing, there was this moment, literally this time last year, I was just DJing at a bar at Halloween, and I was playing all these spooky tunes and thinking, you know what? I actually love spooky season. I'm really big fan of it. And then I realised, well, why is it that he gets this one day of the year when actually that spooky is a way of life? Like that kind of like almost like godlike shit.
Have you just invented goth?
Yeah, and I basically started playing a guitar. I was like, well, let's create a genre. Guitar, Or what?
Maybe we
think
get
of what
Nick
would
Cave
go.
to do the vocals. That'd be great.
Hey, mate, strong in. Yeah. Thrive on it.
Yeah.
Thrive on
I
it.
also love that you were like, there's all these great spooky songs. This venue earlier in their Halloween playlist had "Horny" by Moose T.
Yeah. And also "Rocking All Over the World" by Status Quo.
Yeah.
Is that a spooky song?
No.
Spooky.
It's not, is it?
To be fair, I find like a lot of the spooky songs are a bit tacky. Gotta put it out there.
Yeah.
But
It's quite
haunting.
nearly dead though, aren't they? So
Well, some of them
bordering
soon
on
will be
spooky.
Some of them are.
In 10 years' time, if you go and see them live, that's going to be very spooky.
That is
That
a
shouldn't be
good
happening.
point.
Yeah. So maybe it's foreshadowing. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, Jerry Lee Lewis just became spooky.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
we better get him on the
Jerry Lee Lewis.
playlist.
Get him on the playlist. I love it's gone too. So who's dead?
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
slide that in.
Yeah, this
Oh, he was
this
a
is good
nonce.
for you.
It's fine.
It's a good year. It feels like you guys are kind of gearing up for, I want to say like a next
Spooky season.
chapter, and obviously spooky season, but like a next chapter for you guys as a band, and obviously new single, and kind of like looking ahead to kind of like what's to come in the new year and stuff. Like, I guess, like, does it feel like it's been a long time coming for you guys? Like, do you, like, 'cause obviously you've been a band for a while now, and like, does it feel like you're like, right, how has like that clicking into that next era kind of been for you? Has it been quite natural, like, for you guys, and you've got a clear vision?
Yeah, very much. Well, it's I'll be honest. What kind of happened is we kind of hit like a final, like a finishing point of a campaign right before COVID happened.
Yeah.
We released an EP and it charted, and then we did this huge tour.
Yeah.
And there's some huge numbers, and it was like the biggest feat an independent guitar band had done in this country, and it was like, and then we obviously played Really Wild Enemy stage at Leeds Fest, and I
You're
was
like,
like, wow,
ah,
the
here we
first
go.
independent band to do that. This
Yeah.
is insane. And then we're like, right, it's time to start the album campaign, and then COVID hit, and then basically a lot of different changes happened within our team, and we kind of just, because we're independent, there's no money,
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
self-funded, all
Yeah,
your
we know
money's
that
coming
feeling.
from exactly, right.
Sponsorship always welcome.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
always
so-
welcome. Ginsters, we'll have
Was it 21
Yeah.
Savage who did the I'm
hell, that's
independent fuck a
great.
deal and then signed immediately afterwards? That's where I'm at.
That's where you're
I
at.
love being independent, but if anyone is,
He's willing to sell his soul to the highest bidder right now.
Yeah, we are that. Yeah.
first independent man to do it, but I would love to have been one of the many signed to do it.
I would love to have gotten paid for it.
Yeah, that would have been lovely. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, no. So obviously, you go through the pandemic, and then suddenly it's like changing stuff around, and it feels like now you're like, right, here we go, like the next kind of step for you guys, especially after all that success that you saw, kind of like that happened before then. Like,
well, I'd actually convinced the guys that we should bring Rob into the band, who's the other guy speaking.
Here we are.
The one who sounds like an idiot.
Hi.
And I was like, oh no, we should definitely be bringing him. And then the pandemic hit, and then the kind of like everyone was isolated. So we're like, do we actually trust this guy? Can it be part of the band? Because it's like, we're such a unit. We're like, we don't trust him
And then suddenly you're all
anymore. Like,
separated.
maybe he's a weirdo.
Yeah. And here I am
what
today.
was the worry?
Yeah,
You steal it all.
That was a major label mole.
I'm here to get you.
to steal all the rights.
You heard this new Sony signing? They've got all of our songs.
I should have known. Nice. And so obviously with Dead Hotel and kind of like this kind of like starting off, like what's it like, I guess, to see, especially like for example like tonight, for example, obviously not like a headline show for you guys, but what's it like to kind of see that reaction, even like after all these years as well, like people who've been there from the start, but also new people kind of like, I guess, jumping aboard kind of everything that you're doing.
Packed room for the support as well.
Yeah.
Must be a great feeling.
Yeah.
It
was great.
It was around.
What is that pipe drum for the support?
Packed room. I like that you were just like, yeah.
Honestly, these
Whatever you say.
Pipe drum.
Yes, mate.
You're like,
yeah.
yes.
Sure. Oh, that part was very good. Yeah.
I did enjoy whatever that was.
But also, amazing to see. I guess, like, is it still amazing to see that reaction? Like, I mean, I don't know, because it feels like you're a live band who kind of like feed off that crowd interaction more than maybe most.
I think for us, like we got so much. We are a live band that gets commented quite a lot. Like, we are fairly confident that as soon as we get and play in front of a room of people, we can convince whoever's there. So it's always fun. It's quite nice always playing to a room of people who might not necessarily know you, because you're just like, we've got this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without I don't know, sounding too much like a wanker.
Just like, by the way,
you just go, I guess you just got to believe.
Failed. By the way, just want to say, we're already there. We're already there.
We're fucking great.
Yeah. Well, it was an amazing show, and it felt like everyone in the room was absolutely going for it. So, absolutely tremendous stuff, guys. We're on that point of the show where the journalist standards raise considerably, and by that I mean we play a game. Because that's where we are.
That's what we love.
We are.
Yeah, we full of games.
Yeah, Jake, what's the game we're playing here today?
So we're going to be doing a game called House of Horror because it's Halloween. I don't know if you.
Thanks, mate.
And I've been thinking a lot about the concept of a house of horror and the fact that when people aren't going in to try and spend the night there for a bet or for a load of money, the things in the House of Horror, they just have to live, Some of them have to get the shopping, some of them, they're sharing a bathroom. So we want to know, we're going to give you a few pairs of monsters or horror movie characters, and just know which one would you rather spend a house with and why.
Okay.
Spend the house?
Spend the house.
Spend the house with.
Spend the house with.
As they say.
Yeah, exactly that.
Cool. Just to start us off, Dracula or a mummy, which would be better to share a house with?
Personally, I'm going to throw it out there, Dracula, because he has a wealth of experience, and there's so much he could teach me about, especially on the endeavours that I wish to partake in my
Like
later
sleeping
life.
in a coffin.
Exactly, biting people on the neck.
Those are the two big ones.
Yeah, that does get me going quite a lot, and them actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm going to disagree with you. Mummy for me. Endless supplies of bog roll.
That's good. That is nice.
Practical there.
Nothing worse than having to go and buy
Also,
a 9-pack.
you don't have to worry about budgeting for kitchen roll or anything. Any spills, just
So for the like
roll off the top of it.
like I guess
like his convenience.
Yes, cleanliness.
Tells a lot about us, doesn't it?
Hygiene's always the thing for me.
Sensational. Good.
I just want to say as well, this is like it's kind of like just a 2-bed flat share. It's just you and the monster. You got one bathroom between you, one kitchen. You know,
cool.
Lay the ground rules. You know,
I stick by Dracula because I'll keep out his way most time. You
probably wipe up a lot of spills with his cape.
Yeah,
Probably wouldn't notice.
True.
You go, look over there. He turns around. You just grab the cape and just
blood everywhere, isn't it?
I honestly think Dracula's really clean as well.
Yeah, I
think
bet
he does
he's
his
like
own
very
cleaning.
clinical.
Yeah, he gets really upset when there's a mess. He's like, "Come on, clean it up, mate."
He's just there like, oh.
Like, all right.
Plus, you're not going to lure anyone back if there's blood on the floor, are you?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's that?
Exactly.
Oh, that's
You've learned that from
that's my
experience, haven't you,
flatmate.
Jamie?
I think Nosferatu is a clinical man.
I fucking heard that. I've got experience, yes, of blood all over my house. Considerably.
You said it, not me.
Moving on. Pennywise the clown or the puppet from Saw. Which one would you
The
rather?
little guy.
Yeah, the little guy with the bike knocking about.
I mean, that's hilarious. I'd love to have a go on his bike.
What was the first one? Pennywise.
Small bike though.
No, I'll go with the little boy.
The little boy. Yeah. Just because, you reckon he's a good laugh?
Yeah, the trike's fun, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
a trike,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You just wear his mask for a bit and then have a go. Say, oh, don't look creepy, mate.
He's almost like he's quite pet-like, isn't he?
Yeah.
He doesn't feel as imposing. You've got more room to yourself.
You kick him really fast.
It's like, you don't want to
getting
be. You don't
launched.
want to be like showering, and you look down the plug hole, and Pennywise is just there.
Yeah.
Oh, again.
Oh, not you.
Pennywise will always be stood in the corner with the balloons.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying to hoover.
Yeah. You forget that the little boy's even there.
Loads of balloons.
And
in
if
there
you
as
hoover,
well.
you just knock him out of the way.
Yeah.
Sorted.
See, well,
Soul boy.
I like to say what everyone else hasn't in terms of opinion because I like to be different. It's just always being
You
like
could get a
that.
slot on LBC.
Exactly. Yeah. I will be eventually. Trust me. That is my retirement plan.
solid.
But I was brandishing this. Is that the right word? No, not brandish. I was not brandishing this. I was wearing this red makeup on stage. It's like there's these lines from my eyes to the bottom of my chin.
Yeah.
And the whole tour, everyone's like, "Oh, you look like Pennywise." And then obviously some of these articles are going out and comments on like at the MEN or whatever. At the
Being
Guardian,
like,
people saying that,
no.
"Oh, we've got Pennywise on stage."
on stage.
And I was like, all right, well, everyone's just called me Pennywise now. So I quite liked it for a point because I didn't know who he was.
And then you round out and you're like, oh, the murderous clown.
yeah.
The child killer.
Yeah. You're like, could be called better.
Yeah.
Could be called better.
Yeah.
Could be called better.
Yeah.
So,
Better nicknames knocking about.
so a strong puppet from Saw, I feel there. A very strong puppet from Saw.
one, yeah.
That's what we'll go for.
Easy. Jake, what you got?
Sully from Monsters Inc. or Mike from Monsters Inc.
I've
Clues in the name. They are
don't-
monsters.
I don't think
but
I've
they are
seen that
monsters.
film the full way through.
Ooh, what made you
It's
turn off?
usually met with disdain and
What makes
It's
you
got
turn
a sort
away?
of. It kind of goes a bit Schindler's List towards the end.
Right, yeah.
in what sense?
Well, I couldn't.
I don't want to spoil it.
You don't, yeah.
It's a huge twist.
We've got a lift in our flat and it's called Schindler's Lift. And every time I get in, it just
You're like,
go in.
oh, this is good. Yeah, it's like, this is
I'm
fine.
not sure the level of PG that is
Yeah.
for a lift company.
Schindler was the good guy.
Yeah,
He was,
Yeah,
he
that's
was
fine.
a good guy.
Schindler's.
You
He's
are
not
right.
bad.
Yeah.
You want more Schindlers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In the lift.
He transported people
so,
safely.
yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
That's his whole deal.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
winner
his
there.
USP, quite frankly.
That was.
Yeah.
That's the Schindler guarantee.
So Sully.
The rest of the band have all
rest of the
back
band
here
have
and
all
gone,
in
"What the
just
fuck
at that
is going
moment,
on?"
by the way. So
Don't want to get involved.
don't want to get involved. Don't want to get involved. Yeah. Cheers, indeed.
Back to the matter at hand.
Yeah, Sully or-
Sully. He's the
From the
furry
part-
one. He's the big furry
The
one.
big
He's just gonna
furry
say
one or the little
furry
green
You're
one?
gonna be basic as the
I am
furry
going to say
one.
furry one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Honestly, Mike would do my head in.
Yeah.
The
lot of
thing
that.
is,
Lot of
Sully's
that.
going to
Lot
be
of mouth.
hair everywhere.
A lot of eyes
Don't
as
bother
well.
me.
He's going to
There's
be
a lot of
clogging
eyes,
plug
a lot of
holes. He's going to be
Yeah,
knocking into
no,
stuff
you're
with his
right.
horns.
Yeah.
He's going to be
Yeah.
taking up a lot of space. Mike's a pain in the ass, but he's small. He's portable.
He is.
And he's
Yeah,
smooth.
get another person to just kick and they'll fly
Exactly.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're basically the main criteria.
Who can
is
you yeet
space.
out the patio easier?
Who, if it came to it, you could like punt.
Plus, I feel like
That's what we're looking
with Mike, you could grind him down.
Yeah, after a while.
If he makes jokes, you just look at me. I fucking hate you.
Shut
I
up.
feel like he'd be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you can't do that with Sully.
No.
Big geezer.
No. Yeah.
He'll knock you
Do
out.
you in?
I think
Yeah.
he'd get really upset, and I'm quite
Yeah.
emotional myself. When someone's like, "Oh, you really upset me there, mate,"
It'll be like a really
I stew on it.
sad.
Like, oh, I'm actually really sorry, but
It'll be really
stew
somber
on it.
house.
Yeah.
You'll be listening to
Soppy.
Sufjan Stevens in
Yeah,
the corner,
just
like with
non-stop
candles, just like.
Sufjan.
You know he's a Catholic.
I didn't know.
Sully or
What?
Sufjan?
Sufjan Stevens,
yeah.
Catholic.
I used to work with a guy who worked for the Catholic Herald, and he interviewed Sufjan Stevens. And beforehand, the PR said you can only talk to him about his faith. And he was
Not
like-
music.
He was like,
Not
okay.
music.
Yeah, and then he said, like, oh, obviously you're well known for like music, and the PR stepped in and said
Shut your mouth.
only about faith. I don't
That's
know if
well
Mike or Sully are
interesting.
Catholic, but
Both of
I
them
don't know
also.
if that would change anything.
I don't think that'll change anything in this criteria. I think we've got time for a couple more. So let's go with the. Let's go with Gollum or the Joker.
Oh,
Gollum.
Gollum.
Full send.
Why? Why Gollum?
Wow. Wow. There's always one guy. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
There's like one guy.
Discover
in every
something new
friendship
in your
group.
band every day.
Every
you know?
friendship group. There's always one guy.
It's weirder because you look like him.
There it is. There it is. Shing.
That's our ratings dropped.
Yeah.
So he's quite good looking, to be fair. He's got a good bone structure.
He has got really good bone structure. He's got
I was
amazing
going to
bone
say,
structure.
has he? He's
just
quite
bones.
grey.
Hey, I never said
Hey,
anything
we've
about
all
complexion,
looked
my
like
friend.
that once or twice in our lives, to be honest with
But
you.
not
It's not
for 200 or
judging.
300 years.
No.
Well, that is
well,
a
I
great
don't know.
Being raw fish.
Feels like 200 to 300 years sometimes, but
Wow.
a very strong win for Gollum there.
Yeah, that was
I didn't
me,
expect
anyway.
how quick that would be happening. But
It's just I
Yeah.
prefer him
Is
out
it-
too.
Yeah,
me too.
I just think Joker would be too much chaos. Like, there's a lot of chaos going on in me personally.
Yeah.
This band is
You
there's
will
a lot
not
of
match up. Well.
yeah.
Plus,
yeah.
Gollum, like, he catches some rabbits, doesn't he? And he gives
Yeah.
them. He says, "Here, have the rabbits." Like, he's not
Yeah.
all
he's a
bad.
scavenger.
Whereas the Joker blows a hospital. So, I mean,
Yes.
He'd be laughing a lot as well, and after a
Oh,
while, he'd be
yeah,
like,
that's
oh.
true.
Yeah,
and also,
exactly.
I don't give a shit how you got those scars.
No.
I don't care
Yeah.
at all. Like, I don't even know you.
We've been over this.
Yeah, like, why would I care? Like, do you want to know? I want you to stop pointing a gun at me.
Please.
Like,
For anything.
fair
Strong.
point. Yeah,
Strong for
strong,
Gollum. Last one, Jay. What are you thinking?
this is quite personal to me.
Jesus Christ.
These are monsters in my eyes, and they haunt my nightmares. Would you rather live with the laughing cow or the purple milker cow?
I totally thought we were going to conservative government there.
Yeah, I thought we were going incredibly deep now, so I was like, what?
You don't know they're not in the concept.
Yeah, I was like, we're going in, are we?
Good, yeah, like Kiss, there's a lot more PG. Right, again.
Laughing cow.
Laughing cow or
I-
cheese fame.
Or I feel like
Or
he's gonna go cheese and I'm gonna go chocolate.
And what was the other one?
The milker cow. You know, the purple cow
It's
from the
actually
milker.
really easy. I find that red cow actually very frightening.
Yeah,
there's a lot in
yeah.
it.
Why is she smiling? Why does she have human teeth? Why does she have earrings with her own face on?
These
Yeah.
are
Is that a
all
thing?
very good
I've not
points, to be
studied
honest
the
with you.
laughing cow to that degree.
Well, you know when you
Oh, I have.
wake up and you can't move and you have a sleep paralysis
Sleep
demon.
paralysis, yeah.
That's
When it's
yours.
The laughing cow. You really study the cow. As it laughs.
What's
so funny?
What's so funny?
What's so funny?
You're being held in quite horrible conditions and milked to make cheese, and you don't get any of the profits. What's so funny?
and she's there giving it 10-0.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not nice.
This is more a me thing
Yeah,
than you.
do-
I appreciate now that this may not be one for the general public.
There is
Which of the
actually
two would you
another
prefer?
freaky sort of dairy-based branded product, and that would be the cheese string.
Oh,
Now, the thing is about
Or-
the cheese string,
Please
he's got
explain,
he's
please
so
explain.
happy about
It's
it.
a cheese string. That annoys me. It's not a cheese string. Like the branding is cheese
sick-
string.
Nah.
Where does the S sit? Is it a
Also-
cheese string or a cheese string?
Oh, is it a cheese trick? How is it spelled?
Cheese.
CHES string. So it's not
Oh.
cheese.
It's cheese.
string.
It's cheese.
Oh,
It's cheese
So
string.
they've not even, they've not even spelled
Cheese
cheese
string.
correctly.
No, just cheese string.
Cheese
Oh,
strings.
cheese string.
Cheese strings.
Or a cheese ring.
cheese
A cheese string.
Oh.
And he's just bouncing around with his 90s hair, like,
He
oh,
is, yeah.
no, I got
But
my
also,
skate
people are
balls.
peeling
him and the
Yeah,
pepperoni.
surfer dude.
But also, why is he so happy? Because people are peeling his head off.
That's
I know,
true.
I know,
It's not
that's
good.
the thing is, like,
That's not
just-
right.
No,
it's-
he's a total
basically-
nihilist and he just wants to die. And
Terrible.
He's like, right, it's happening.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but-
Like, it's not the one. What we're going to do is we're going to pass Dan. Shout out Dan, Black Honey's manager. You want your bag?
Freshly
Is your bag?
deodorized
There it is.
and
Freshly
ready to get
deodorized.
dragged.
What's the deodorant, Dan?
It is
And do you approve King No One?
Nivea Men Cool Kit.
I use that. That's a good deodorant.
Is that a good
I've not
Nivea Men
used
Cool
Nivea.
Kit
Nivea
for anyone.
needs to know how
Yeah.
how he posed that. He actually lifted it to the
He
side of his face and smiled
For an audio
down the
medium.
metaphorical lens.
Shout out Nivea.
I am sold.
So laughing cow or milk?
Milk, and then we can end
milk
this.
just
I'm
for,
going
just
milk,
for the sake
yeah.
of like
Chocolate is the
existing
one
in
for me.
you know. In,
It's his thing.
It would
Yeah.
never be a scare.
It would never be a
factor.
scare.
yeah, I bet the
It's
milk
not
cow's really nice.
Plus, minor point, like the milk and chocolate lasts forever, and I don't know how much they're making
Not in
of
my
it.
household.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. Whereas the laughing cow, like you've got to eat that cheese in a certain, like how much cheese is being produced.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a fridge full of spreadable laughing cow cheese forever.
Oh, Oh, with that glorious fucking image, King No One, pleasure. Thank you for playing.
Thank you, friends.
Thanks, guys.
Night of the Living Dork,
Lovely to
pleasure,
share.
amazing show. We're going to play Dead Hotel now, but we're not going to play
Not Bad Hotel.
No, it's not Bad Hotel. We're not going to play Bad Hotel. It's Dead Hotel, and that's
It
going
is.
to be
To be
played
fair,
now.
Dead Hotel would be pretty bad.
And with that, yes. Thank you very much, King No One.
Thank you.
Resurrect me now, resurrect me now. Let's stay the night in the Dead Hotel. I get the feeling.
We're here with half of Black Honey. The other half have walked in. They look very sheepish.
You need me on the ninth floor.
We're here with all of Black Honey.
Oh, come
Most of Black Honey.
Alice needs to get a beer.
So close.
He's getting a beer. So close, yet so far. Shout out Bira Moretti, the winner all the time.
Don't shout out there. Wow, a lot going on. This is an audio medium, which is once again a shame. If only. Oh Jesus, that was awful.
Quite the intro.
I didn't like any of that. You can just move that tote bag. This is the worst open of all time.
Staying in.
All the best. All the best.
Alright, you give that one to them, and they share that one. And we share this.
Evening.
Yes.
The two best members have arrived.
Jesus.
Hello, testing 1, 2.
Is that you?
hold on,
Jake's opening a bottle. Yeah, okay, right, that's just spilled all over.
That's for you.
Is this thing on?
There we go, right. This is going incredibly well. Incredibly well.
Great. Good. We're here with Black Honey.
Yes.
Sorry, Patrick.
Good morning.
That's the producer. He's going to have a terrible time. How are you guys? How was the gig? It was so busy that when we opened the doors at one point, a wall of human flesh just greeted us.
That was our plan. Damn. So the gig went well.
Yes.
Good. Good.
So with that in mind.
It was good. It was a good one.
It was a good one.
It was a chaotic one. It was on the edge, tightrope. Stay. We played so many new songs. We didn't even know them.
Good. Good.
That's a good sign. Evidently.
Speak for yourself, Chris.
Izzy, you had a copy of your own head made out of silicon?
Yeah.
Can you talk us through that?
I did it just for you guys. Especially
Yeah. The budget was high.
Yeah, we got paid a good fee for the show. We thought, do you know what? Let's just blow the fee on a silicon head.
Not a good enough fee to pay for all the bands, but
Yeah, my head's next gig.
We get paid double if we bring 2 Izzies, so
So you thought let's just cash in right now and let's just make it happen.
some wonga,
Make
shall
some
we?
bucks.
We did think about just putting it on a mic stand and Izzy not coming, and we just track
Just
the whole
seeing what
thing.
happens.
Yeah.
See what the reaction would
I was
be.
kind of too busy, so.
At one point, I saw the beginning where you walked out with the heads, and then I went away, and then I came back in, and then the head was just at the back of the room.
Yeah.
And just want to know what the hell
You
happened
missed
there.
quite a lot of the gig.
I was going to say, I just want to flag here that Jamie basically said I came in, didn't like what I saw. I left. I came back in at the end to show face.
I just
Are you my mum?
the head was just around the room, which was a lot when I just turned around and just saw your head.
The head was
just
bobbing
there.
around quite a
The head
bit.
was bobbing around.
But
Is it
Go on,
in
sorry.
good condition?
Oh, we think so. There were certain rules, wasn't there?
I was right.
She's
yeah.
there. She's in the box. No biting.
Yeah, bring her out. We
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah, bring her out.
describe it for the listeners.
Yes.
Summon.
Release the
Sorry,
demon.
did you say we can describe it as if it isn't a photorealistic recreation of your own face?
Oh, it's a good show. I don't know what else you're going to say about it.
She's a good shit. She's in better shape than me right now.
She looks peaceful.
I didn't want to say anything.
Her hat's still on.
Her hat is still on.
Yes. And that is the win.
It's
here.
really creepy.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Sitting
the
there.
review so far have been that it's heavier than what people expect.
Yes, that's
more,
correct.
More rubbery.
Yeah,
more
yeah,
rubbery
just pass
than
it
people
around.
expect.
Oh, yeah.
look at that.
Note for you, per podcast listeners, Chris nearly dropped it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, has there been any drops, any like
I think-
instances so
I think
far
it would-
with the heads?
it would
Or
be
we're
good
still in
for
the
a
early
drop
days
kicking.
so far.
When we first got it, we were all freaked out beyond belief.
It's weird to hold someone's head like that.
I tell you,
Someone's your head.
Yeah.
Your
My
own head. Earlier, it was somewhere I needed to sit, and I had to pick it up with one hand, and I just had to sort of grab it by the cheeks face, and it was so disconcerting.
I tell you what's weirdest about it though is when you see it with no hair on and it's just bald, and then it's like
that's a lot.
it's got a real egg on it.
It's got.
It's great.
Stuck on.
This new setup is so Carly, the makeup artist, made it for us. She basically redesigned it for today. So we wanted to. She had purple eyeshadow on from the video.
Oh yes.
And so we wanted her to look like dead Anne Boleyn, because obviously.
Yes, of course.
And this is like a different type of makeup that she's put on it, which has come off quite badly.
Right.
She was like, please be careful.
It's a bit crusty.
This time. She would be turning in her grave right now. I mean, she is dead herself now after seeing what has just happened to
I
Voldemort.
didn't realise Anne Boleyn had her hair bleached.
Yeah.
We ran out of budget for all the brown
Pantene.
wigs.
It was lost in the oil paintings of her.
Yeah. It never truly came out in
Yeah.
the film paintings.
Yeah.
I believe, as we said at the live stream, any big budget sponsors, we could all do with the money,
Yeah.
couldn't we?
Yeah, we could.
Think of how much like Anne Boleyn we could make the Seven Head look next time with real money.
Just cash on in.
if you're listening.
Was it great to see, obviously, playing a bunch of new songs as well? Was it great to go, I don't know, like, obviously see that reaction, like, do you still get nerves playing brand new songs when people have not heard any of it at all?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I think that, flat answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of excitement too, though. Because
Yeah.
it's fresh for us as well, which is really, really nice.
So like small rooms are always scary because you can really see people. Whereas like,
Yeah.
I have this theory that like when you play like the O2 for example,
Yeah.
it's like playing to Guess Who game.
Yeah, you're like, that's just a mess of people.
Yeah, you know, just the O2. Just when you do the O2.
Let me pick a venue. Which one comes to mind? I think the biggest one in the country. When you play that,
Yeah, by the way, we did that one.
Yeah, we did that one.
What else? Reading main stage. Yeah. What else?
The Dork Show at
Thank you. Yeah. Bigger stage, someone would say.
stage.
Bigger stage.
No matter how big the stages are, afterwards you still have to come off and talk to us, I'm afraid.
And you know what? I would not change that. Can this happen every gig?
I was about to say this podcast recording makes you the most like appearances on the podcast. So
Yeah.
you're a leader at this
When
point.
does the cake come in? When does the cake come in?
I'm afraid as the whole band weren't there for everyone, there's no cake.
Yes, Alex, Reading was great. It was a really good chat. I don't know if you listened back.
We were chatting about this earlier. We saw each other at every single festival of the summer.
They're following us.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
We were
Yeah,
always
yeah,
saying
I would
hello,
call it
and
now.
then the one festival, it would be like me on my own at truck, or like Reading or something, or no, or where else?
At truck, we were literally like, I kept
Every
seeing him
day.
in the campsite. And then literally I saw him like watching
Didn't you play
F1.
like 5 years ago?
And then it got to Reading,
And I
and
was
we did the
there
interview,
to
and he
be
wasn't
seen.
there.
I have no idea.
The time where it's like, right, here we are.
Yeah.
Let's do this. No,
No,
gone,
no.
gone.
It was the Reading you didn't play, and I was standing there waiting for someone, and you just emerged out of nowhere and pointed at me. I was like, what the fuck are you even doing here? And then at Great Escape, the same thing happened again.
Didn't
And then like, we actually did the interview. Oh, it'll be the whole band. I'm like, well, where the fuck? Oh,
Where's
great,
Alex
okay.
gone? He's nowhere near.
Is it quite sad? Do we need some more friends?
Maybe you need to put a restraining order on Alex.
Alex is just following you guys.
You see, I'm more worried that your fans haven't had like posted in letters saying, "Get this band off this bloody podcast."
Yeah, your main mistake is the fans bit.
We have the same problem.
Yeah, we got to
Common
number
ground.
8 in the podcast charts.
We got to 7 in the UK, so.
So basically, when we did the live stream, we need to do another live stream, but that's for us to get up to the charts. So
that
if we can
live
just do the trade.
stream's- Wow.
Yeah, if no one has seen it yet, it is still online somewhere. So
God, is it? If it's online.
I think it's on your YouTube.
Yeah, we play Tiny Jenga, and it's still
So
there.
maybe have a look at that.
If you fancy watching something that's out of lip sync by about 30 seconds and it's 2 hours long,
Boy, have we got something for you.
you are in for a treat.
I also think it's quite a unique window into that period of lockdown because about 40 times Izzy just shouts, "We're in a bubble." We're bubbling. We're a bubble.
It was a bubble.
This is legal.
Yeah, making you make the cocktails was the mistake, I think.
Oh shit! Yeah.
They were very, very
I drove
legal.
from Glasgow to be there.
Bad luck.
Fucking disappointed.
Thank you. Yeah.
Amazing. Well,
Oh,
no, wait, hold on,
fucking
won't be bummed.
spilt it all
Oh,
over
he's
my
putting it all
legs.
over everywhere. obviously playing new songs. I guess looking ahead to obviously what comes next. Like at the moment, obviously you played a Mirror not too long ago. Obviously festivals in the summer. Now this show. Like, does it feel like quite nice to be warming up to like a new chapter, if you will, for you guys? Like, is it quite nice to be?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we've been sitting on a lot of this new stuff for a long time, so it's really nice to get out there and show it to the world. It's great.
Yeah.
Can we just have a little shout out there to Jamie, who pulled the car back onto the road after we'd gone about 30 yards into a ditch?
Yeah. I'm just putting back into the plug.
Speaking of nothing at
Thank you
all,
for the plug.
new music.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Brand new
Because we
track.
weren't going to make that segue ourselves.
Brand new track album's out now, and there'll be stuff later in the week. You've teased there's something coming out next week. You can't mention it now because it'll be out before then, but keep an eye out, basically.
Yeah,
That's what you're
there
saying.
will be some big announcements coming,
Yes.
which we're very excited and stressed about.
There's also 2 new tunes out already.
Yeah, exactly.
Charlie
Yeah.
Bronson and Out of My Mind. Go check them out.
Available on all streaming platforms.
All of them.
Much like this podcast. All of them. Much like this podcast. Exactly, that's it. Because it's Halloween, we thought, of course, let's put it in and let's play another game with you guys. Because when we... Oh,
here we go.
You guys are ready for the games, and you're always on the top form of this. So, Jake, do you want to give us a little overview of what the game is?
I'd love to. So, Modern Life, and this is the second time I'm doing this, Modern Life is... You know, you often end up living with people you don't want to live with. You know, you've got roommates you don't know.
My mum.
Exactly. You might not know your mum.
I was going to say my girlfriend,
Yeah.
but she might listen to this.
No. Well, someone's got it.
I was going to say my girlfriend, but she's literally in this room.
Basically, we're just going to give you 2 horror movie monsters or general, you know, sort of Halloween vibes, and just say which one would you rather live with and why. It's called House of Horror.
Great.
And we're
Is,
gonna
is his head one of the answers?
Izzy's head is not one of the answers, but it will haunt my nightmares forever.
So not that one.
So to start us off, would you rather live with Dracula or a mummy?
Mummy, because he sleeps all the time.
What you're going to need to do is say that into a microphone.
I would. he just plays drums. When I was a kid, a mummy, because it would be asleep most of the time. No,
Mummies are knocking
it would
about. They're walking
stink.
around.
The whole
Yeah.
point is that it's up and about with its arms out.
It's a walking living mummy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, you know, like in The Mummy.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
Dracula then, because then you just
Dracula would
keep
be
the curtains open and he's fucked. Sorry, what?
What
That's his whole
roommates?
deal. That is his whole deal.
I'm gonna need some more context to that.
That's his whole deal. I'm with Izzy.
I mean-
I'd fuck Dracula.
Well, you've been reading this wrong, man.
Like,
It was who would you rather live, not shag.
This isn't Twilight, is he?
It's not like it's not Mario Void. My bad.
God. Well,
Shag.
Yes. In. So we've got a mix of.
I'm available. I'm single.
Yeah. I'd rather shag Dracula too.
yeah, I agree.
We do
Dracula
get
all
one
the way.
listener in Transylvania every month. I don't wonder who it is. So
It's
yeah.
definitely Dracula.
Maybe it might just be.
I reckon Dracula. Also, if he did bite you, you would turn into a vampire, which would be quite fun.
You might turn into one of his weird slave
sakes,
people.
Chris.
No.
You're
Very
the one who's been watching
intense.
Twilight.
Eye contact looks going on here.
Well, it's weird though because it's like, do you ever think about how in Twilight it's like a guy that's lived for 140 years
Yes.
goes to school with teenagers?
Yeah, he's a nonce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately.
That's the subtext.
Oh my god,
He's a
the
nonce.
awakening I had with that the other day was like, this is fucking weird.
So basically, just incredible skincare.
And he knows what they're thinking as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
that's it worse.
Yeah.
Bite me.
So we
And he sparkles.
Chris's game.
So we've got a majority Dracula. We've got obviously Alex one mummy. Tommy.
Yeah. No, we're 3 Dracula to 1 mummy because Alex wants to live with his mummy.
Oh.
They bully me because I'm new.
And you don't tell him to interview.
Yeah. How do you feel about Pennywise the clown or the puppet from Saw? Which
I
one?
remember the puppet from Saw.
On the bike.
Yeah.
They're on the bike with a little
like to play a
jigsaw.
game?
Cheeks.
Neither of these
know
have
the clown,
shaggable, I'm
though.
afraid.
Yeah, these 2 are definitely
I don't know.
not.
Pennywise is kind of shaggable.
There's an element there.
I don't know.
There's an Easter.
Who would you live with?
Who would you live with?
Yeah, back to
the question.
Which sound like they did a Pennywise being in the drain pipes and stuff, like talking for a train.
Yeah, but think about that. You get a blockage. He's straight down there, isn't he?
He knows his way around it.
There we go. That's it. That's it.
We need a good plumber.
No, but I'm going off voices, and I think Pennywise would annoy me too much, whereas the Saw one is a bit more sufferable.
Yeah.
But then going back to the plumber.
Would you like to play a game?
There's a lot of plumbers in porno.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry?
Can have said about myself.
And that means...
Great shag.
Great
There we
shag.
go. We're there. All right.
So Pennywise, great shag. Would probably live with.
Finally, we've worked it out. This one could be tougher because Pixar don't put genitals in. Sully or Mike from Monsters Inc.
Sully, because he's a big bastard and he can help you out
Once
with moving
again.
stuff.
Oh, you do have a mic this
Sully,
time. Okay,
Sully.
sorry. I didn't think you had
Sully,
a mic.
What? Just scolding already.
Sully from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, strong in.
I think he'd give you a good hug.
Yeah.
Neither of them are scary.
He's going straight for
They're monsters, though. They're literally
So
monsters.
like giving me like
monsters.
super like hot non-binary energy.
That's true.
Yeah.
No.
Is it true, Jamie? As a famous
Sully's
shagger.
definitely male.
Yeah, but when there's no gender included, you know, we don't want to.
Sorry.
You might be like male presenting.
Might be.
Can I just say my issue when chatting earlier with Sully was that Quiet Harry's just going to shed hair, but your issue is where's the genitals?
I mean, it's a fair question, to be honest with you. Like,
Look,
it's not been explained.
it'll still be a good night.
It would. You are completely correct. It
I
would
think they come
definitely
as
be
a
a good.
pair.
They do.
Yeah.
That's not
But
really
they don't.
that's
That's
not
the
really
whole
the game,
premise.
though.
This game.
Just I do have a big eyeball as well. It's just not it.
I'm
It's a
going
giant eye
Sully.
the whole time when you're living there. Like, is
I'm
that
going
going to be
Sully.
all right?
Smaller, you wouldn't notice him as
So
much.
that's Mike. You got your monsters
Have
running
I?
around, mate.
Sully's the big blue lad.
Sully's the big. All right.
The big blue one.
Yeah.
Mike's the little orange guy with one eye.
Orange.
Just think of it like
orange.
Mike
Green,
the
it's
tyke,
green.
you know?
Green.
Little guy with one eye.
Mike the tyke, like a little
I'm colorblind.
Sully.
Sully, the big guy.
Yeah. That's its known.
Nice.
It'd be good cuddle. You could cuddle him.
Yeah.
He'd stink
Cuddle an
though.
eyeball.
He'd stink.
Yeah, you wouldn't cuddle an eyeball.
Yeah, but an
I don't wanna
eyeball,
live with a
imagine cuddling
smelly
an
bastard.
eyeball.
Yeah, but
Imagine
Imagine
getting a side eye from an eyeball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it.
Oh, what?
What? You wouldn't get a side eye from one eyeball, would you?
You could still be to the side.
Yeah, it's just a giant side eye. It's just
God, this is terrible.
like that.
Right bit can still be passive aggressive.
God.
Even with the patch.
How many times have we been on this podcast? And we're still shit. If anyone's stuck with us, this is the last one, right?
Yeah. A strong.
Also, just to flag that your manager came in to find deodorant during the other half of this podcast.
Yeah.
So
You walked in halfway during the set, got some deodorant.
Did
Is
he
it
find
Nivea?
it?
Nivea?
Nivea, I can see it there.
yeah, it's just over there. You left it there.
It didn't look very well, did
He left it there. He's not having any of it.
That's not even ours. I think that's for the sport band.
It turned out he couldn't get to his because his rucksack was literally in the corner we were doing the interview. So he came back in 10 minutes later and asked us to pass him the bag.
Oh,
God. Just some strangers.
no, that was Dan. That was Dan. Yeah, I think it was Dan. Party Cooper. Well, this is a really riveting conversation for the listeners, isn't it?
Sully from Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. is the one. Right, here we go. Crazy Frog or Pikachu?
Pikachu.
That is a very
Well, you're gonna
strong.
shag Pikachu now, are you?
I've heard he's
Crazy
electric.
Frog is like no.
Yeah, no, you're
Right,
right.
but think about
Oh, so
this.
you-
Think
you
about
just
this.
Got that?
You did
I've
actually
seen
see
Crazy
his
Frog
cock.
and how he's packing, and it's
You
not
saw
it.
his cock
He's
in
not
the video.
The genitalia is there for Crazy Frog. You know it's there. It's seen.
Pikachu though, Pikachu's tripping fuses all over the place. He's an electric mouse. That's weird. That's lowering the property
Because the
value.
rest wasn't weird.
Yeah. We were so sane.
To be fair, so was a singing frog with it.
That gets his cock out.
Yeah.
I guess it's not bad.
Just knocking him out with it.
Purely on
He
his
can ride a bike
songwriting
though,
ethic,
can't he?
Crazy Frog
Is
has
he on a
got
bike in the video?
Yeah, no, it's Pikachu all the way. Crazy Frog in the bin.
Crazy Frog's got money though. He's earned a lot
Yeah,
from that.
but fuck him.
You know, he's paying his share.
Pikachu's rich.
Pikachu is rich. You are completely correct.
Also, if Pikachu's real, we can all become Pokemon Masters.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Pikachu doesn't want to go in the Pokeball.
Pikachu
so
is like
he's
the-
a fucking.
But there's others out there.
He's a stubborn
Him, he'd
cunt.
be so cuddle and
to
sweet as
Crazy
cuddle.
Frogs. Shania Twain.
Fucking what? What tangent are you on over here? What tangent is Tommy on? I just he might be.
Because they were saying Crazy Frog's rich, but I was saying Pikachu's much richer.
Yeah.
No, I think so.
Pikachu is Elon Musk.
Yeah.
To Crazy Frog, Shania Twain.
Every day.
Shania Twain's just a singer with a big hit.
That's fucking great.
Crazy Frog got into Bitcoin really early.
That's great. Well done. Fucking hell, we might have something funny.
Oh god. A strong win for Pikachu.
Yeah. How about I said to say this is a personal one for me. These are monsters in my eyes. The laughing cow or the purple milker cow.
Oh God, enlighten us.
Oh.
Because
The laughing cow.
only because when I was a
The
kid
laugh or the
in
milk?
Europe,
Alex,
they
what
used to
you
have
saying?
someone dressed up as the milker cow on the kids' ski slopes, and if you skied into the milker cow, he'd
Sorry,
give
on
you
the kids' ski slopes.
Yeah, in Europe, when I was a kiddie skier on holiday, they would like.
She's a rich kid.
Yeah. So they would like you'd ski down and you could ski into the milker cow and he'd give you chocolate.
Oh, I still don't really understand
You crash
that.
into the cow.
Where was
They
this?
promote
Was the
crashing.
person in the cow?
It was
this like
European. It was very European.
Oh, it was European. Oh.
Right, yeah. Just crashing.
So, but like, was this? How did you get the chocolate from the cow?
He just threw it at you.
So it was a person.
Yeah, a person dressed up. It
A
wasn't
person
actual
whose
fucking.
entire job. No, but what I'm saying is, it was a person whose entire job was to get hit by kids.
Oh, have I?
Oh, God.
Oh, you've broken it.
Back in the room.
So what happened?
Please explain what
Can you explain what happened actually?
Tommy, please do.
I would like to make a public apology for knocking over the Zoom recorder, and I'd like to apologise to my fans, to my mum.
Yep.
The fans came first.
Yep.
Not really so much Alex. 'cause
Also
he
your
sort of
bandmates.
Fucked me off.
Basically, Tommy pushed the recorder on the floor and it broke for a
That
second.
was a stupid place to put it, wasn't it?
What? Just next to me. Just next to me.
Accidentally pushed it on.
Hands up was my bad. Thanks
think
for
you're forgiven.
You're showing a very ugly side of yourself here.
Yes.
I didn't know what to say. Everyone was there about this. So.
But in a real twist of fate, it all saved because ultimately Black Honey can't be stopped with being on this podcast. So you know,
We think.
we think. Well, yeah, we'll work it. Yeah. You're forever in. You're forever in. Should we do one more, Jake? Whilst we're here.
I don't know where we were.
How about okay, one more for you.
Would you shout
Well-
Sully or?
Oh, to be fair, this is going to be a good one on that front. Gollum or the Joker? Now I'm just going to leave that.
Oh my god, the Joker.
Both an acceptable option.
Hey, wait.
Gollum's a flexible guy.
Crush you.
No.
What are you doing?
Oh no, we'll describe it in audio
No, I
form.
don't like that.
Oh no, the head.
Is that wait. Is that the most Gollum mix?
Yeah. Me precious. It's easy.
Why does he sound so happy?
Do the one that you can do really well.
Which one was that?
The ox coming or the meat one.
What about their legs?
All right.
They don't need those.
We've had nothing. We've had nothing for 3 stinking days. What about their legs?
I didn't realise that was a sing-along.
Oh yeah, mate. That's the best bit. Me and a friend.
It's like Disney for the modern man.
One time we were on tour, we were driving through the Peak District, so past Manchester, and we put the Lord of the Rings soundtrack on, and me and Tommy were just literally every single word of the Lord of the Rings. Every single word.
Quoted. It was just you.
Yeah, I was like, please fucking shut it.
And he was like, that's for Lord of the Rings, that's a quote.
And you're there like, yeah.
Synchronicity there and just looked at eyes.
I was at a party once and we were doing that in the kitchen and the host came in and put one hand on my shoulder and just went, can you stop doing the voice, please?
We should try that.
never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen. So, Gollum or the Joker, ultimately. This is who you're living with, but obviously this has veered more.
Yeah, apparently, who you fucking?
Yeah.
Gollum's pretty weird. I reckon the Joker's a good shag.
I reckon the Joker's actually a good lad.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's a Joker.
That sums it up to a T.
If you can keep him not murdering, I reckon he's
That is his
That is
thing,
good.
though,
Yeah,
isn't
that
it?
is
He
his
does
thing.
like to murder.
Do you want to see a magic trick?
That annoys me. That annoys me because he's a Joker. He's not a magician, right? Like, if he says, "Do you want to see magic?" You'd be like, "Well, no, of course I don't.
No, tell
I
me
want
a
you
joke,
to, yeah, come on, stick to fucking character."
Show me a joke, please.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Ultimately, the Joker wins here. Yeah.
Gollum's creepy and weird.
Yeah. But great impressions, everyone. Well done. Everybody.
You're right.
Gollum's weird. Joker actually sound.
Yeah. He seems normal.
Also great makeup.
Oh wait, if I do this is actually way better.
Oh god.
Well, not for the audio
We
podcast.
can describe it. So it is. There's a wig going on. Oh my god!
Again, audio only format. So
There is an incredible lifelike Gollum impression happening right now, and that's going on right now.
once again, thank you so much for coming on. We got to get a better band for these.
Next time, get a camera so you can see this.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And cheers for the show.
Thanks for having us.
Great.
Thanks for having us.
This is going to be a great listen back.
I'm also sorry that you had to have us. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Forever bonded, Black Honey.
Expect a restraining.
You gonna play a song?
Out of My Mind. That's a new song.
All right.
Yeah, we'll play that. Bam, here it is. Go. There we have it. What a night, Jake. What a night.
It sounds like we're in exactly the same position we were at the intro, as if we recorded these back to back. But
Don't
thank you all for
reveal behind
listening.
the
Thank you
curtain.
for suspending your disbelief.
Yeah,
Every
what a
single
show.
time you watch a Marvel movie, you've got to bear in mind that the army are fine with that. So if you can suspend your disbelief with that, you can suspend it for this.
Yeah, what a show. Cheers to everyone who came down to colours. What a busy room. Shout out the decapitated fake head of Izzy.
Also, shout out Jamie Muir saying, "Get down early, we'll be done by 8," and it being 11:30, and us only just finishing.
And that's called fun.
Is it?
See you next week. Bosh.